Back to Colorado Sports Connection. We're coming to you from Big Bill's New York Pizza in Centennial, and we're talking with Karl Stressman. Now, Karl, off air, we were talking with our cameraman, and it seems like everybody wanted to be at one time in their life a Cowboy, and it seems like the growth just keeps getting bigger and bigger now for the PRCA.
We'd like to think that there's a little cowboy in everybody. I mean, that's really kind of the, if you look at, you look at your own childhood, no matter where you grew up, and you look back and say, hey, everybody had that little bit of desire to be there. I'm not sure once we put you on a bull that you would think it was even the best thing in the world, but apparently we're going to play on that anyway.
What about our big guy? You think he was a steer wrestler?
I think he'll do well. I think he's a steer wrestler. Yeah, I think he's built for a steer wrestler.
I don't think he'd be a bull rider.
No, I don't think so. He might be a little long in the torso for a bull rider, Might have a few pounds on him that he may need to get off on that bull run deal. Yeah. But we're very, very pleased at what we see in the increase in attendance for our sport. The almost 14%, 13.8% in 2009 attendance, up from 2008. Really significant in terms of what we do. We got in front of about 23.5 million people, so the increase of almost 14%. The double-digit increase for 2010. Our season ends in the last weekend in September at Omaha, at a playoff in Omaha, Nebraska. So we don't have exactly the statistics. We're preparing them for an annual report that we'll have available in December when we get to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. But two schools of thought on how and why we're growing. One of them is because we are affordable. You can go to San Antonio to one of the biggest rodeos that we have, see a Toby Keith concert and get a ticket to that rodeo. Now you're sitting in the balcony, but for $10, $11, $12. So a family of four for less than $50 can go spend the whole day on the grounds at San Antonio, absorb all the things that are going on, see a rodeo and see a concert at the same time. That's pretty affordable in terms of even a movie.
Yeah. One of the things that I've noticed as I attend the rodeos is that you have a program, and I'd like you to talk about it, that I believe started with you, Tough Enough to Wear Pink. Mm-hmm. How did that all get started?
Well, the Tough Enough to Wear Pink, and I get a lot of credit for that, but really the credit really should go to Terry Wheatley. She is a breast cancer survivor. Her son and her husband were both professional cowboys. Her son still competes, Wade, in the team roping end of it. Actually, Jim, her husband, competes too in the gold card or seniors, which I compete in still too. Not very well, I might add, but I still compete a little bit. But that was a program that she at one time was with a wine company out of California. They bought a sponsorship to the Wrangler National Finals, a one-night sponsorship, and she had just come through the breast cancer experience and was healthy. She challenged our contestants at Vegas to wear pink in not necessarily anything other than just to bring awareness to the breast cancer issues that were out there. I think 99% of our Cowboys wore a pink shirt that night. I was at Wrangler at the time. When she did that, she called me. We'd known each other for years and years. I know her. And she called me and wanted to know if I could get 150 pink shirts sent to Vegas so that we could get them on our Cowboys and our Cowgirls there during the finals. And we didn't even make a pink shirt at Wrangler. Being pink, cowboy, and pink just doesn't quite go together. That's the irony of the whole thing. I think as we went through it, we began to really realize the irony of Tough Enough to Wear Pink in the cowboy business. We're absolutely opposite ends of the spectrum. So, but we did get, in fact, we make a lot of, at the time in Wrangler, we made a lot of offshore goods, and so we called over there and got 150 shirts shipped directly into Vegas and distributed them to our Cowboys, and that was the first time that they wore the pink shirts. We did that 1 year at the finals. The next year, the next year we dropped the program to the committees and said, hey, look, this is a great opportunity for not only for us to make aware of the breast cancer issues, but to have an opportunity for these committees to have a charity that they participate with in twofold. One, selfishly, if you're looking to spend your entertainment dollars, and you can go to the movie over here, or you could go to a rodeo that has a charity attached to it that is so significant and that so many people have been touched by. Do we get those entertainment dollars? I mean, we're still marketers no matter whether we're doing. So we're vying for the entertainment dollar from everybody. We want to make sure that they spend it in our arena, literally in our arena. So that's really the way it got started. It was pretty easy. the last number that I think that they will announce at the finals this year when we get out there is that they have now raised over $10 million in that program. So it has been very, very significant. The rodeo committees have gotten behind it. The Western retailers sell pink shirts all the time. The committees, are involved and wear pink, constantly at those rodeos. They auction pink chaps, they auction pink cowboy hats. Our contestants get behind it and sign and wear pink and are very, very responsible for that.
It's amazing how it's taken off, and I know being born in Chicago, I would never wear pink, okay? But now I am proud to wear pink, and you go to these rodeos and you see these guys, especially these steer wrestlers that are 6'3", 240 pounds, and they're wearing pink, and now it's become a cool thing. So a tremendous job on that. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, what I'd like to talk to you about is that there's not a lot of people out there as well that do not support the PRCA, and I'd like to talk about those groups with you when we come back.
Exactly.
We'll continue our talk with Karl Stressman right here on Colorado Sports Connection.
Hi, I'm Allison.
And I'm Nikki.
And you're watching Colorado Sports Connection.